The federal government is issuing subpoenas to at least 3 Texas counties trying to get detailed information about some voters. That's according to new reporting from VoteBeat. VoteBeat reporter Natalia Contreras is joining us to talk more about this. Natalia, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Let's start with the very basics. How did you all find out about the subpoenas and threats of subpoenas that were coming to these Texas counties?
I actually was just on a call with a source about something else, and it was just everyday reporting, kind of asking what's going on, and that's kind of, a person tipped me off to it. I went ahead and I called the counties, Brazos County, Lubbock, and Montgomery County, and confirmed the details as quickly as I could.
Can you tell us what you learned about what those federal officials are trying to get their hands on? What are they trying to learn here?
Yeah, so it's interesting. It's these counties that were subpoenaed or are about to be subpoenaed this week are located, if you think about it, Lubbock is in West Texas, Brazos County, where Texas A&M University is, in Central Texas, and then Montgomery is in East Texas. Not sure if they selected those counties because maybe there's regional offices, DHS offices in those areas. I'm still trying to figure all of that out. But based on just what at least one of the subpoenaed said that was actually sent via email is they want voter registration applications, images of the applications that you actually fill out, signatures, voter history of voters. The one thing that's interesting though is we don't know, the county officials don't know which voters they want this information for. They kind of just sent a blanket subpoena, which is what some experts are telling me. It's kind of odd.
And so are those county officials planning to fight this at all? How are they going to comply with this? Tell us about how it's going to work.
That is something that they're still trying to figure out with their county legal departments because of what I said. Like what I said is that they know that the feds want information on voters. They just don't know which voters to look this up for. They don't know, okay, do they want the entire voter list from the county, and do they want us to turn over all this information for every single voter or individual voters? Like, they're still not sure. So Lubbock County, for example, hasn't gotten a subpoena yet. The feds told the election official that she should be expecting some subpoenas this week. So we'll see if they're actually asking for specifics or if they are looking for something more broad. And until they figure that out is how they're gonna see how they're gonna respond. I will tell you though, that just based on the reporting and everything that we know from other counties, right? I cannot say this for sure, but I would expect counties like Travis County, like Dallas County, Harris County to really look into this and what the federal government wants to do here, and maybe not right away turn over any information until they're sure what is going to happen here. So counties could very well respond differently to this.
Obviously, we already have the state of Texas sending the voter rolls to the federal government. Now we have this happening. It's really sparking a lot of concerns about this push for federal oversight into elections, right?
Yes, that's right. And since this request is coming from the Department of Homeland Security, I am, starting to ask questions about whether this has anything to do with what we saw last fall. The Texas Secretary of State's office used the federal database to flag potential non-citizens. And we already know that data is not super accurate. And so if this is related to that, then I'm wondering, whose voters do they want the information from? And are they voters that they do believe are non-citizens and they're on the rolls? Like, we're not sure. But yes, definitely the state of Texas has complied with the federal government and has turned in so much information already to the federal government.
Yeah, you say not super accurate because there were some citizens on that list for sure. Natalia Contreras with VoteBeat, we thank you so much for taking some time out to talk with us about all this.
Thank you for having me.